everybody, how's it going? So, still over at Henning's place. And today I've got a special guest, Mr. Thomas Blug from Blug Guitar. How's it going, Thomas?
It's fine.
Today we are showing off the Amp 1.
Yep.
And that's this, this is actually, it's a pedalboard guitar amp.
It's a full amp. It's a 100-watt amp in a pedal format. And it has a little nano tube in it. And it does a couple of sounds. I'm not a metal guy, so I'm very curious to see if you can make it work for you somehow.
Yeah, we just been trying it out. It turns out for like real thick rhythm tones, this thing really loves a boost.
Yeah,
and we just pulled out the old Harley Benton vintage overdrive that'll cost you a whole $30.
Yeah, it's like a tube screamer.
Yeah, pretty much, and it's not bad at all. So we've been messing around with the different versions. Honestly, I'm kind of digging the thing in vintage mode with a boost on it. Classic and modern get a little bit sludgy. So if you're playing more stoner rock type stuff, if you want to play like some sword riffs or some Caius or something cool like that. Yeah, this might be really cool. Now, this is, it's a tube front end and a solid state power section?
No, it is a solid state front end and a tube-driven Class D power amp section.
Okay, so Class D. Yeah, now the only amp I've ever seen that's Class D before is the new Dark Class bass amp, which is phenomenal. I've got one, the Microtubes, the Microtubes 900. It's magnificent.
I work for several companies and I have designed tube amps and everything. And I try to make something that just works like a tube amp. So the whole thing uses the modern Class D, but a tube-driven front end to the Class D and some analog to make it feel and sound like a tube.
I think that's the orange. Yeah, we're using the orange Rockverb 50 Mark III, and this is the first time I've actually plugged into an orange amp. We've got this wicked Schecter 7-string. You guys know I'm a big fan of Schecter. What? Oh, this is Schecter Apocalypse. Okay, great. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. You guys have heard the Schecter sound on my show all the time. I did the Eagle Has Landed with the Hellraisers. So there you go. So I think this is the orange sound we've got right now. And if we switch over to this and kick on the old overdrive. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Actually, I like the top end we're getting out of yours a little bit more. The big difference here is yours retails for how much?
€649 or something.
649 euros. So for my American friends, I think that's going to translate somewhere into the $800 to $900 range.
$799.
$799
US.
Where can you get this in the US?
Well, there's a lot of big stores like Sweetwater and Musician's Friend.
Okay, but you can order from Thomann as well, right?
Sure.
Okay, and for those of you guys who are in the EU, yeah, you get it there. Pretty snappy. Now, if we kick off the overdrive, it does get a little sludgy. Like, let's show the same thing. And we kick it up. That's with the overdrive off. And wow, that's actually pretty awesome for vintage, damn. Nice and spongy. Yeah. Kick on the overdrive. Just adds a little bit. I'm just using it for a clean boost, just to kind of slam into that. Now, if we go over to modern, this is where it gets really sludgy. It's a little bit over the top, and you're saying you're kind of modeling that after
an angle.
Okay.
Well, it's a matter of taste.
Let's go back on vintage. Yeah. I really dig that. And you got these cool
custom controls here. But hey, let me show you on the classic channel too.
Okay.
There's another channel, and I can dial in a little bit here on the classic tone while you're playing.
Okay.
So yeah.
Now, what'd you do the vintage tone? Because I really like that.
Actually, me too. I love the vintage the most, but I'm a blues guy.
Oh,
for different reasons.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're a big Strat guy. You played in numerous bands. Go look up the band Tic Tac Toe. What's the difference between this booster circuit and that?
Well, this has no frequency hump. The Tube Screamer style overdrive, they always have a mid hump, which makes it nice and creamy and brings some frequency more in the front.
Okay.
This is more neutral and gives you more gain, but without the mid boost.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's mid probably.
That's you?
Yeah, that's me.
That's got a nice low mid-range growl going on. That's actually pretty cool.
That's the orange again.
Okay, put you back on. Maybe take the mids down just a hair.
Okay. Like this?
Yeah, just a touch. The fact that weighs almost nothing to bring up on stage with you is pretty freaking amazing.
I mean, we are comparing a real big tube amp, like 20 kilograms.
Now you guys see why I always get Rafinsky to play on the show, because I'm just playing just some dead basic chords. Okay, let's try the angle.
So angle is number one.
That's that little guy up there in the back on the amp wall there. What's that one called, Henning?
Iron ball.
The
iron ball.
The iron ball. That's you.
No,
right?
That's the iron ball.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I heard a little more mids there. I thought that was you.
And when you trap with the mids, but this time, see, this is the angle, and that's me. You want more
That's
mids?
you?
Yeah, that's me. See?
Holy shit! And that's on classic. Okay, that's pretty wicked. Okay, now, of course, the big test is the Rev 100P. That is the granddaddy, most badass metal amp on earth right now. That's a tough order to follow. There's just something spectacular about the whole gain stage on the Rev 100P, and we're not only using an overdrive. Oh, we're not going to use an overdrive. We're going to use an EQ pedal. We did a little test on this.
Yes,
we did a little test on this earlier today, just to see what we could get.
You-
Rev versus this thing. Oh my god, yeah. So let's take
Yeah,
this.
this is
This is gonna be tough. Gee, what could that possibly
this-
be? It's just so ooey gooey good.
Yeah.
No, it's so tight. It's just. Dan Trudeau's a maniac. I don't know how the hell he came up with that, but yeah, it's just beautiful. Yeah, it's a little bit stringier sounding.
Yeah.
It not quite as compressed.
I will try to involve. Maybe I should bring in the boost.
Ooh, yeah, I'd say bring
Okay.
in the boost. That'll give you a little bit of that compression.
Yeah, okay.
That's the one great thing about the Rev. It seems to have it's almost its own boosters built in with the different aggression stages, and that's what it's always seemed to me be. Anyway, it's almost like it has its own built-in tube screener, except you get to pick which tube screener, which is kind of freaking awesome. Yeah. Wow, that was awful. Okay.
Well, there's a little help from this post EQ,
Yep.
which I use in the effects loop to match the tones a bit more.
Okay.
So
Tone-wise, it's pretty good. I'm kind of curious, what would have we threw that back on the vintage mode and threw the overdrive back in? Because that seems to tighten things right up. With
Okay,
this
so
thing.
you want that in front of the amp,
Yep.
and
In vintage mode.
in vintage, and no post EQ.
No, leave the post EQ.
So this is vintage mode, no boosts. We start from scratch, kind
And
of.
let's try that.
Use that as
Give me more bottom.
And no extra EQ.
Yeah, it definitely needs more bottom.
It needs more bottom, and I try to get this from here.
There you go.
Yeah, that's getting closer.
Holy shit, there we go.
Yeah?
Range structures are almost identical there. Like it feels really good. The tone's a little bit different. I'm not sure which one's which at this point. So let's just see here.
What do you believe? Which amp is this?
I don't know. Let's hear the other one. That's the Rev.
Okay, yeah, it has a main mid-range. I
Yeah.
agree. Okay.
Yours has a little bit different thing going on in the mids,
yeah.
and a little bit different in the bottom, but not, it's a different beast, but it's not bad at all. Not for the price you're asking, not for what it offers. So that's pretty cool.
Wait! I have to say something. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to intrude on your show, but through those amazing speakers, you probably heard stuff up there with the Haflers that I have. Exactly the same.
Really? Okay.
These are
the KS, and these are pretty damn incredible speakers.
I could literally not hear a difference.
Hear that KS? Yeah, we really need to get these on my show.
Bye bye.
Okay. Henning Pauly, everybody. All right, Thomas, thanks so much for being on the show, man. That was a really cool demonstration. It's kind of cool to just be able to sit down with the builder and go through a piece of gear and see how it was intended and all that. I'm so isolated where I'm at in Windsor. Like nobody goes to Windsor on purpose, that's for sure. So it's really cool to have you here and come on out. And you guys could check him out at
www.blueguitar.com.
Okay, we'll put that in captions below because I didn't understand that either, so don't worry. Okay, and I'll put some links where you guys can find it in Toman and in North America as well. Thanks again, Thomas. Thanks for being on the show.
Big pleasure.
Take it easy. See you guys next time.
Cheers.